Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good week. It's October 7th, Friday. What a sell-off today. I'm not giving up on our bullishness. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Follow me on Twitter for my stupidity. And join us on Discord for my jokes. Yeah, like I was saying, even here, I said Thursday, Friday might have a little sell-off because that's been happening. That was on Wednesday. You can go back and watch that video. And we did. We started a little sell-off on Thursday, and then here comes Friday. Just like we had back here on Thursday and Friday. A bit of a dump on both. Market's still scared. So this morning, we had jobs data. It was a little better than expected, but it was pretty close to in line. So it's bearish on the market basically because they think Powell will continue to raise rates aggressively. I was thinking it would probably be worse than expected or neutral or like expectations, and if it was, then the market could rally on that still, honestly, because the expectations were still really low. But yeah, so this might be an overaction mixed. Whoa, that was a crazy candle. Mixed with just Friday sell-off scare like we've been seeing basically since we've been in bear market for the most part. So our MACD is still bullish. We still have our green over the 9. Today was a big day though. We had hit over 3% at one point. And if you're watching my other videos, I was saying we could be in a zone like this where it's just kind of choppy until we decide that direction. Or we could be kind of somewhere right here where we just had that week, and then today is like this candle, and then we might see a little bit more, and then we'll see. Next week, I think next week's CPI could be the week after. I think FOMC is coming up soon as well, so it's just annoying trading the market when it's just so data dependent. It's like earnings all the time basically with the next Fed meeting. Just guessing how the data is going to come out compared to expectations, and then guessing if the market's going to, you assume one way, like it'll go one way, and then, but sometimes it'll rally. Sometimes it'll say, oh, great jobs data, yay, we're not in a recession, we're going to rally. We were expecting to say, oh, great jobs data, it's going to sell off because Powell's going to continue to raise rates aggressively, but it's not always the case. So it looks like the initial reaction here today is Powell's going to continue to raise rates aggressively, and that is basically bearish on the market. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, that being said, I think Monday we'll see. Last Thursday, Friday we had the red days just like here. This was Thursday, Friday, and then Monday was a big green day. So I don't know if data came out that day or not, but we could see that. I feel like Monday will probably be neutral to red, even probably test even a little bit more of these lows down here, and then potentially later on in the week, although we have data on Monday, I think some Fed data. Just look up the Fed calendar, it's full of stuff. I am not giving up on this rally until we get a bearish MACD crossover, honestly. Sometimes that's the last thing, and other things are starting to turn bearish, candlesticks, price action, and that MACD sometimes will just hold through. Similar to back here, really. Had a big green, you're like, oh yes, green MACD, all right, we're all ready. And then it's like, oh, what's this? And then you get bearish, like, oh, head and shoulders here. And it kind of keeps rallying, like, oh, what's going on? Then like another little head and shoulders, and then, but all through that, the MACD was building and staying green. So the moving average convergence divergence was basically showing the bullish momentum was still there. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Even on this crazy 4-day rally, we didn't get that. So this does mean something, as well as this divergence here on the daily. So still holding on to those. If we break this floor, yeah, I think the TA would be broken down. We'd probably see new lows, and our move would be more similar to this, where we had just a kind of a 2-3 day pump and then new lows. And if we do break that, then this is going to be a big fall. This would probably be the biggest crash then. Back to kind of my TA, thinking once we broke this support, we were going to just completely capitulate, but we didn't. Had a little relief bounce out of there, and if we break it again, I think it'll probably be a big boy. Gotta go out to weekly. Yeah, probably back to these COVID highs. I'd say 325 initially, Probably find support there, somewhere around there. That also said, on our weekly here, we have a weekly RSI divergence with last week, and today is Friday, so this is going to be confirmed the next 15 minutes. So we have a divergence with back here, so that is also pointing to me to a rally still, and a rally. I don't know how high. This next rally could be even bigger, breaking these highs, bigger than this one. I'm saying. The weekly candle here is not very nice though. Inverted hammer. Pretty sure that's a pretty bearish looking candle, but still have that divergence. Looks like it's gonna be chopped for a bit, and then a direction will be decided. Basically, if it drops below here, direction's to the south. If we rip above here, direction's up. And if you have patience or whatever, you can just wait for the confirmation one way or the other. Same thing I said back here. We had a kind of a head and shoulders, and I said if it drops below here, we're going down. And if it goes above here, we're going up. So just finding the range it's in, and then whichever support resistance it breaks, go for it. So did call this one. It actually crazy did its big bounce, but still the direction was to the downside. So unfortunately, it's a huge range. So if you do open kind of for the breakout when it's up here and it doesn't break out, it goes down, you've got a big range to basically hold through if it comes back down here and tests this before it comes back up. So if you have strong convictions, you can buy the dip and wait for it to retest, or if strong conviction is short, you can wait for a retest up here and then short it. But yeah, I still see more bullishness on it, really. And we actually kind of have an inverse head and shoulders, a weird one, but this was the head. You've kind of got a shoulder here, shoulder here. We actually already had that, but the shoulders are kind of expanding out here. See that? So yeah, I'm actually still kind of bullish. That said, I did close my futures today. I couldn't hold through the volatility. Too many micros, and I need to step back and just chill. I ended up scalping them today and not doing well. I didn't think it was going to drop this much on jobs report. Last jobs report though, I think, was it here? So that might have been CPI. So it can move the market for sure, and as you saw today, it did. So this might be the beginning of just another crash like this. Really, we'll just have to wait and see Monday, Tuesday, and if it breaks this support down here. If not, yeah, just see what happens once we get up here, and then if I have the patience, I'll wait till it breaks this and then probably go long. So SPY or GME with that. GME actually held up a little better today. Kind of found a bottom here at 1245 with SPY, but SPY kept melting down and GME kind of melted up. AMC I think kind of got dumped on today. Yeah, 8.5 back down to $6. Man, that's crazy. Back down there. So are you guys AMC shareholders? Are you buying this? Are you fundamentally long on AMC? Are you gonna buy this dip? That's what I'm curious on. They did have that news on Netflix. And maybe their mining gold is working out. I don't know. BBY also got wrecked, 8%. This one stings me much more. It actually just broke that support, so I don't even know. It's hard to see this chart if I'm doing it like this. Yeah, we're kind of waiting. We're kind of looking at that last support, that gap fill at 454, which absolutely sucks. I'm hopeful if the basket moves up, BBBY will as well. And assuming so, it just has to move up to above my short put strike price by getting a little bounce here. I didn't do a whole lot other than futures. Rolled my put credit spread, so it was in the money. I could have closed it out yesterday or 2 days ago. I figured even with some down today, and I just didn't think it would come down quite this much. GME wasn't too bad. I'm close. It's 26 that I needed to be at to be out of the money, and didn't quite make it. It's 25.22. So I rolled it to the monthly, get a little more premium, a little more liquidity, tighter spreads. So October 23.5, 25.50 put credit spread. So need above 25.5 now by October. If our crash happens in the next 2 weeks, I might just have to eat this loss because GME most likely will go with it. Best case scenario if you're in GME for the squeeze is SPY crashing and GME has its squeeze in the next 2 weeks. So just like we saw here some today, this little inverse, we just see that on a much larger scale, which much more volume and more velocity. Best case scenario, probably least probable. Yeah, so that's basically all I did. And then I have these puts, these long puts, basically for downside protection and for margin, unfortunately. So kind of it trading sideways was the last thing I wanted, because I had calls for the upside, and then the puts I had were just for margin, but they're so far out of the money that I didn't make any money on them, and then I can't close them because they're protective puts. So kind of sucks. And then yeah, all my stupid futures trades, I need to chill out. I like really started getting into it right here, and the whole move had been done. So need to wait for that direction and then go from there. Let me show you guys this one. BBY, here's the short puts I still have October, and then I flipped my short puts on GME to shares a couple days ago. So I am still long on GME heavy for a cycle, a pinch, potentially with a bear market rally. And I still could see that happening. So of course today I kind of wish I was still no short puts, but okay. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on Discord. Peace out.